Hello and welcome to today's July 23rd stimulus check and stimulus package update. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. All right, now yesterday, several of you pointed out to me that my community had reached 500,000 community members. You guys are amazing. I want to say thank you for your trust and also for subscribing. I would not have this community if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much. Now, a key piece of legislation in the next relief bill is now dead. The payroll tax cut will not be part of the next stimulus relief package. The payroll tax cut simply did not help the middle class and below enough, but direct stimulus checks will. It looks like the next bill could be focused on the people and small businesses that are struggling and not big businesses. Trump wants money to people in August. Though the payroll tax cut could be in subsequent bills, it simply moved too slow to help the American people that need it the most. Now, this is really good news. Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin said that in Republican discussions, they are leaning towards keeping the CARES Act income caps the same. If this is true, this means that a single person making up to $75,000 would be included, and married couples earning up to $150,000 would also be included. No details on how that would phase out going up, but my guess is to keep things simple, they would just keep it the same as in the CARES Act. Mnuchin said that as of right now, it's looking like the stimulus check will be $1,200 and not a lower amount. So this is also good news. Steve Mnuchin said the payroll tax cut is a good pro-growth policy. However, President Trump wants to get money into the pockets of the American people now. He then said the president's preference is that we send out direct payments quickly. One of the key metrics that changed the president and Republican senators' minds was the fact that May saw a big rise in consumer spending. This could only have come from direct stimulus checks. So it seems that the idea of checks being tied to the June jobs data was not the main driver in this decision to get money out to the people quickly. Okay, now from the Democrat side, as I do try to be balanced here, Nancy Pelosi said, if you don't have people coming in the doors of businesses, then you still have a problem. This was in response to sending money to the people so that they have money to spend in businesses. She continued by saying, so that's why we want to put money in the pockets of the American people so that they can, in this consumer economy, spend and inject demand into the economy, which creates jobs. Now, why does this idea of money to the people being money to the economy sound so familiar? Maybe it's because I've been saying it since May. Oh, man. Now, listen, I've been saying this on my stimulus updates for over 60 days now. I also sent it in 2 public letters to the president and to Congress that money to the people is money to the economy. Okay, now for many of us, this $1,200 check is not going to be enough. For many, this doesn't catch you up on all your bills and doesn't catch you up on your rent. However, as of last week, it looked like many of us would be getting nothing. So to hear that people are getting that $1,200 and that income cap will not be lowered to $40,000, I think is a victory. It may not be the victory we wanted, but it is the victory that we need in most cases to give the American people that boost. Okay, now on my channel, I have tried to give accurate information, so this $1,200 should seem pretty normal to my community. While other channels have used $2,000 a month or $2,400 a month. Yes, confirmed, guaranteed. They have dangled this stick, or this carrot rather, for over 60 days. So on those channels, there should be great disappointment, but not within my community. So I hope that you guys have appreciated that I have given you the truth and not dangled false carrots in order to get clicks. That's just not the way my channel operates. Okay, now on to bad news. Concerning the unemployment benefits, we don't have a definite answer right now about what government leaders want to do when it comes to the federal unemployment assistance. We know that it will happen, and we know that it's going to be in a reformed way. Now, doing my research, I've seen the idea of $100 a week. I've also seen the idea of $200 a week. I've also seen the idea of 70% of what you earned prior to losing your job due to the coronavirus. So what the actual number will be, I'll have to report in the future. But keep in mind, this is just the unemployment, federal unemployment. You would still get your state unemployment. So just something to keep in mind. Now, as an interesting side note, I was looking at the amount of money that was given during the Great Recession when things were so awful. And at that time, the federal unemployment was only $25 a week, which is really crazy low. So, you know, they are going bigger than they were back in 2008 and 9. But it looks like it is going to come in lower than that $600. But again, I've been prepping the community for that. But I will let you know when I have that final idea. Hey, if you found this helpful up to this point, will you give this video a like? I would sure appreciate that, and that's how YouTube knows whether to share my videos or not. Please also share this on social media. Okay, now Carol from the community asks, Stephen, should we be wearing masks, or is this an invasion on our freedom to choose? I've gone back and forth with this myself. As for my family and myself, we are using our freedom to choose to wear masks right now. I don't like wearing the masks. I find them annoying, and I hate the smell of my own hot breath. But we are wanting to help keep the local businesses open and the Utah economy flowing. And so as a family, when we go to a building, we put on our masks. Now, we don't wear them when we're driving in our car or when we're around our family. But when we go out into a public space where we can't social distance, or into a grocery store or some kind of business, yes, we are choosing to wear our masks. So at the end of the day, it'll be your choice. Okay, now speaking of masks, did you know that on this day, over 100 years ago, on July 23rd, Black Bart robbed a Wells Fargo stagecoach in California. In order to cover his identity, he put on a flour sack with little eyes so that he could see. I guess he's been following the lead of many of the funny people that I've seen wearing something other than a face mask in order to get into a store. All right, now, lastly, I just want to thank the community and those that joined my wife and I last night on YouTube Live. It was a fun show. There was a lot of laughs. We shared a lot of personal stories and answered a ton of stimulus questions and life questions. So it's recorded. If you missed it and want to go check it out, definitely go do that. I will continue to bring the community updates as I have them. There should be more information coming out. I do want to just end by saying that you are amazing, and I want you to never forget that. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.